guys, it's your girl Ham, and I'm back with another episode of our series Breaking Bread, where I share the recipes that I love to cook for my family and friends with you all. So we are continuing on our Haitian kick, where I'm showing you some Haitian dishes from the last video, and today's menu is going to include another banger, another favorite, right? And that's going to be Bannann Peze, which is fried plantains. And I'm going to also show you guys how I make the condiment that I love to eat right with it, okay? It adds an extra layer of flavor, and that would be Pikliz. So if you are interested, once again, in trying delicious meals from a bold, brilliant, beautiful people who are just strong and full of legacy and just richness, go ahead. Let me hype them up. Okay, they deserve it. But go ahead, continue watching, grab that apron, try it out with me, or just vibe out. But let's get started. So first things first, we're gonna start off with our Bannann Peze, which is basically fried plantains. And guys, plantains are different than bananas. They're typically thicker, they're more starchier, and less sweet than bananas. And yeah, you can get plantains that are sweeter when they're like yellow, but it's still a very different taste than bananas. But either ways, we're doing plantains. So I'm going to go ahead, cut off the edges, and then do a split down the middle so that I can peel it with ease. And the idea is to completely remove the skin. So once that's complete, I'll then go in and do diagonal cuts to make sort of an oblong shape. I love that shape for my plantains, more so than just like the straight cuts. But we're all done. How easy was that? And basically, you're just gonna wanna toss these in the fryer as is and let it go for about 2 to 3 minutes. And you'll know when it's done when they start to sort of rise to the surface as well as have a golden color. And the idea is for it to get soft so that you can mash it. And I'll let you guys see the color right here. This is what it looks like when it's done from the initial fry. And then I'm gonna use a plate to mash it. But typically in Haitian culture, they use like a wooden press. But basically, you want to mash it to get that iconic shape that's indicative of plantains. And you can use like a knife to scrape it off the plate. Sometimes it'll stick. But this is the shape you're looking for. And you just put it off to the side and continue until you're done. Okay, I'm just gathering all of the plantains to go ahead and fry a second time. This is a lot quicker. I'll say just use your eyes to judge. I think it takes about like a minute to fry, but you'll know it's done once again when it's rising to the top, when it has that nice, good golden color. You don't want it to be burned. You don't want it hard. So I would say this is not something you walk away from. You want to keep a close eye. So be close to the kitchen while you're frying this. It's not a long process. It's very quick. Okay guys, this is exactly what it looks like when it's done. Okay, so next we're going to make our Pikliz. This is going to be like a topper or condiment. Just another layer of flavor. It's so good and has a little bit of a spice to it, but pretty much I'm cutting up some bell peppers and then removing the seeds. And typically I like to cut it in strips. You can cut it in any shape that you like, but I think strips makes the most sense since the cabbage and the carrots are also like shredded into strips. And guys, you can do all the same color, multiple colors. I typically like to do a variety of colors. I just think it looks more festive and appealing. And you know, the different bell peppers, the different colored bell peppers have a slightly different taste. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to our onion, and I'm choosing red onions because it's just a vibrant and bold color. It adds to the aesthetic. It's also crispy while having a mild sweet taste and maintaining that traditional onion flavor. So now we're going to make our base, and that's 2 parts water to 1 part vinegar. We're gonna do half a tablespoon of Maggie, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning, and half a tablespoon of lime juice, and 1 Scotch bonnet pepper for some heat. All right, let's blend her up. And guys, I wish I had a mason jar, but you know, this is what I got. The flavor still tastes the same. It still came out absolutely amazing. So we're going to add our cabbage, and the cabbage typically you would find it saying coleslaw. It's the exact same thing in the grocery store. I like to buy it pre-shredded. It's less work for me. But we're going to add our cabbage, our carrots, and then our cut up veggies that we just sliced up. And guys, I'm gonna give this a good mix. And I typically like more veggies than sauce or liquid because overnight the Pikliz will sit and it'll make more liquid. Yeah, I just like mine to have more of a crunch. So I'm going to lead with the veggies. So I'm adding more of the carrots, the coleslaw, or cabbage, same thing, and then giving it a mix, and it should look like this. So let's break bread.